Would you rather go to jail for 1 whole year or go to jail until you can eat a whole wooden pallet?
Who do you think would be the worst person to be stuck on an island with? Choose wisely.
What's something that's normal at 3 p.m. but scary at 3 a.m.?
You're in the Civil War. Would you rather have a fully trained Tyrannosaurus Rex or a tank? Choose wisely.
And we're back. Episode 82, probably, of Barcast Comedy. Today we got our Pallet City Special Ed Edition, as we're here at the Spilt Milk Studios. Shout out Garrett for having us. Today we got joining us, Ameen. Fuck, I'm sorry. That's why I was even going to pass it over.
No, it's okay. Everyone gets it wrong. I've just got to the point where people are like, Ian, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
Ian. That's what I thought it was the first time you said it.
Yeah. Man, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh,
today
no
we
problem.
also got...
Nate Malouf.
Nate Malouf. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to screw this one up too. That's an easy one, but we're still going to play it safe. But let's just dive right into this. We don't do long intros on this show. So first question I ask all my guests is, have either of you been in any bar fights?
No. But I've definitely, watched some friends get their ass kicked.
You're like, I'm not getting involved.
Well, one of them had it coming. And also, the word friend is very, it was an associate of my brother's.
Okay.
That's probably the best way to put it. And he had it coming.
It was a night I was out with my used to be a friend of mine. It was his birthday. We went to Charlie's, and some guy, I think he was Egyptian, started grinding on his girlfriend, and he was super drunk, blackout drunk at this point. Started pushing him, all this sort of stuff, and I just kind of witnessed it. I didn't do nothing, but the cops came, which I thought was really interesting because I was like, it was not even a tussle. Nobody got punched. But the cops arrived, and I was like, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. I don't get in fights. Non-confrontational.
People don't usually they don't want to fight me usually, you know?
But I also feel like we're at the point where, I don't know. People who want to fight, it's like, hey, you can find someone who wants to do that. There's someone on coke in this bar who would be glad to fight you,
There's
and
somebody
I'm
who would
not
love
that
it.
person.
Yeah.
Just
just
go
leave me
bump
alone.
into people. You'll find the guy you're looking for.
I'm sure it's not that hard.
Exactly.
Yeah. This next question's a Pallet City Special question. Would you rather go to jail for a whole year or until you can eat a whole pallet? Like a wooden pallet. You just they put it in your jail cell and you gotta eat that thing.
Year of jail.
You're just going for a year?
Yeah, because
what if we let you cook it?
The pallet?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you break it down some way?
You can
I'm
cook
just
it. We'll
not
give you some
gonna-
kitchen tools.
I'd rather just do a year in jail. I'm going to at some point in my life. So
Might as well get it out of the way.
I'm not really
Learn
worried.
to cut hair now.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
valuable skill inside.
Yeah, dude. I already know how to suck cock, but when I learn to cut hair, that's when I start getting good.
I don't I don't think you could eat a pallet.
You would get very
cheese-
sick.
Like a cheese grater?
Yeah, you'd need a cheese grater or something, but I don't want to do a year. I guess you'd have to do a year in jail. I don't know how you would.
I'm not gonna eat a pallet in under a year.
Yeah.
And if I do, the damage that it's done to my body is not. It's not worth it.
You don't think you could eat that pallet? I would like to try still, at least.
No, dude, I feel like you're going to break all of your teeth on it.
I'm just making pallet smoothies.
I don't have the jaw to eat.
But if you're still stuck in jail, you don't have access to all the stuff to make it nice.
All right, would you rather go to jail for a year or until you could solve a Rubik's Cube?
Rubik's Cube.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
I mean, I'd be done in a
Or you
couple
just
of hours.
confident?
Yeah.
It would take me out. I know the pattern that people do to it, that it eventually gets solved.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time until it's all set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would do the Rubik's Cube too, but there's also part of me too that's like, I may never solve that Rubik's Cube.
Nah, dude, it's a long enough timeline. You'll get it.
So you think that you could eat a pallet, but you don't think you could solve a Rubik's Cube?
Yes.
That's bad.
I stand by my stance. I double down.
That's not good. I mean,
Man, yeah.
When you put it that way, yeah, it sounds bad. All right, what's something that's normal at 3 a.m. but scary at 3 p.m.? Or the other way around. What's something that's normal at 3 p.m. but scary at 3 a.m.?
Eating a rotisserie chicken over the sink. You doing that at 3 a.m., you're running from something.
You're running from something.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was over here like a phone ringing.
Yeah.
Or an ice cream truck, you know?
You should be eating a rotisserie chicken in the dark.
Yeah.
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert. Yeah, or a kid's laugh. Laughing kids. Somebody's getting hit if I hear a
Yeah.
kid laugh. Maybe like a barbecue.
Yeah.
Just somebody having a barbecue in their backyard. I'd be a little alarmed. Or if they're digging a hole.
At 3 a.m. just digging a hole. I mean, that's fine. Let
Maybe
people
I
dig
guess
holes,
at any
man.
time of the day.
Yeah.
Let people dig holes, man.
Trying to think what else would be weird to do at 3 a.m. that's normal at 3 p.m. I don't know. Oh, obvious one, like reply to work messages.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten work messages from people at like 11 p.m. their time, and I'm like, there's no way this was important enough for you to send it then. Like, this could have waited. I guess that's
Swimming in a public pool.
swimming in a public pool. Swimming in anything, I think, at 3 a.m. is kind of weird.
Yeah, you know. Unless you're swimming in pussy.
All right, you got to survive 2 hours in a gladiator-style arena. Choose your opponent. 20, Stephen Hawking's in rocket chairs. So, like, they're flying around super fast. Or 20 Helen Kellers with pistols.
Can she reload?
She can do her best to.
All right, the Helen Kellers then.
Helen Kellers.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. Because she's also deaf, so it's not like she has, like, blind people have, like, super hearing, almost like echolocation.
Yeah.
And she doesn't because she's also deaf. And I just feel like it would be easy to take the pistol and just, like,
As soon as you get one of them.
yeah, you could just take the gun and shoot them all.
Yeah. Plus, they're probably going to take out a couple of each other, shooting at you,
Yeah.
blasting everywhere.
Yeah.
I think they at least take out 5 of them.
I don't think there's any advantage you can give Helen Keller that would neutralize being blind and deaf.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, it just seems ableist, the whole question, you know. And I just, you know, I don't know if I want to answer personally. I don't want to get canceled.
But hypothetically, purely for comedy purposes, if you had to say.
Hypothetically,
This is like a weird Mr. Beast challenge.
the smartest man, the smartest man in the world, right? The guy with the highest IQ. Hypothetically, if he has a chair that he would know like the trajectory of and like be able to, it has rockets, so he would just smack you immediately.
That is a good point. I
right?
didn't think about him. He would be knowing the trajectory of where
He's
I'm running. and
incredibly
just
smart.
Flying in.
Man, he's incredibly smart.
Yeah.
So he's going to be smarter than you, and there's 20 of them, so they're going to tear you up, dude. As for the Helen Kellers, it seems, I think, rude to assume that she wouldn't be able to reload the gun.
Dude, I feel like reloading a gun is pretty difficult if you don't already know how to do it, especially if you're blind. And how is she going to, how do you explain that to her? She's deaf.
How do you explain when you pull the trigger and the gun stops popping back?
I don't think that,
You don't think that she would understand that when her only sense of the world...
She gets a 6-shot revolver. How about that?
I think that's even worse for
one.
her. At least with a 9mm, isn't there a magazine clip and you just put one in?
It's not a clip.
But isn't it just one thing? A
Yeah.
revolver, it's individual bullets, right? I don't know anything about guns.
Yes, so a revolver has chambers.
Right.
Right. And a semi-automatic pistol has a magazine. And the bullets are chambered in the magazine. The revolvers, they're in the cylinder. The bullets are in the cylinder.
Okay, yeah.
So you have 6 shots in a revolver. You have the same... If she
gets 6 shots.
If it was about her knowing the number of things, she would be able to do that with either of them. My point being is when you fire a gun and it no longer has a bullet in it, it doesn't recoil.
Yeah, but
So she would know that it's not recoiling anymore.
I don't doubt that she will. I just don't think that she'll be able to figure out the reloading on the fly.
And that's
I think that with the adrenaline pumping,
that's
that
your
she
inherent misogyny
I think
and
she's clutch.
ableism.
She rises
no,
to the occasion.
You know.
the fact that she's blind. I feel like reloading a gun when you're trying to shoot at someone when you're blind is, it has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. I'm really banking on the blind part.
Yeah. Here's a better fight question. You go back in time, you're fighting in the Civil War. Would you rather have a tank or a fully trained T-Rex?
In the Civil War?
That you can control?
Yeah.
Oh, the T-Rex. At the very least, you go down in history as the guy with the T-Rex.
T-Rex. That'd be pretty scary, just intimidating, honestly.
I would just be going through the Great Plains, just eating buffalo with it.
Yeah. What about you?
Say you do bring back a tank.
Yeah.
Now you have... now you've brought a piece of technology that people are going to emulate, and so that version of warfare, that part of warfare is going to be at a higher level than it is now. If you go to this point in history,
You
because
bring
people have been
technology forward.
Yeah. Now, if you bring a dinosaur, to that point in time, and you're there with a dinosaur, then you're opening up the can of worms that is young Earth creationism. So it's a lose-lose situation, I think, essentially.
Wait, this was going back to the blind thing. There's something I've been wondering about. So like blind people have really, really good hearing.
Yeah.
Do you think they also have like superior like taste buds and stuff? Or do you think it's just hearing?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I would imagine they should actually have extra taste buds too.
Yeah, I feel like all the senses go up, but I don't know how that would be functional.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not. It's your body is like, you know, you're compensating for the lack of the function that you have, right? So say you're missing. I mean, do you have olfactory senses? So like, if you can't taste stuff or if you can't smell stuff, you usually can't do one or the other. Like, you know, at the same time. Like they cancel each other out a little bit. As far as like blind people being better at hearing, that's just, you'd be better at skateboarding if you had a skateboard taped to your feet.
We should do that to babies.
You personally right now don't have to be blind to be better at knowing your surroundings by the sounds that's going on around you and knowing where stuff is coming from. You don't have to be blind to do that.
Yeah, of course.
You just have to practice.
Yeah.
Train.
Yeah. Speaking of Helen Keller too, on that subject while we're at it, who would be the worst person to be stuck on an island with?
Ameen.
My first one, Helen Keller, obviously.
Yeah, she wouldn't be
I'd be
able
able
to
to do
help
everything.
much.
God damn it.
I feel like
Hannibal Lecter, maybe.
yeah, that would be a bad one.
Nicolas Cage.
I feel like wait, are you stuck on the island like
Just
stuck?
the two of you, yeah, stuck on the island.
I feel like
the
Jeffrey
rest of your life.
Epstein because like
Epstein? Oh, yep.
like if you're stuck there and you can't use his like private jet or anything, then you're just stuck with him, you know? Still think I'm worse than Epstein?
In a lot of ways, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Stuck on an island, right? I guess I would want to be stuck with somebody that is, I guess, made of like fruit.
Made of fruit.
Yeah.
No, who's the worst person?
I mean, that's who I would want to be stuck with. I'm going rogue.
He's gone rogue.
Who would I not want to
I'll
be stuck
allow it.
with? Ameen.
Man, you're really hammering that point home.
Yeah, man.
Just a person of fruit. Maybe the Kool-Aid Man. Be stuck with.
I think that would be kind of vile. It'd be dark to drain the Kool-Aid Man of his blood.
He'd evaporate as well. The seagulls would come in.
Oh, yeah. The seagulls.
Bloodletting for my own
Yeah, that would be
vile
rough.
purposes. I mean, that would kind of make me sick to my stomach. Yeah, I mean, maybe the worst person to be stuck on an island with is maybe like the Mr. Island sinker, and he like sinks islands for a living. And you're like, this is our only island, man. And he's like digging a big hole, and he's like, not for long. And you're like, fuck, man, you're here too. And he's like, because he's crazy. So that'd be the worst person to be on an island with.
Let's do some money questions here.
Alrighty.
You get $250,000 for each AA battery you eat. How many are you eating?
0.
0?
Yeah, dude.
Not even one?
Do you know what happens when you eat a battery?
No.
Like irreversible damage, like not just chemical burns, like it rots you from the inside. It cooks you and rots you.
Interesting. See, I was going to go for 2, because if I'm going to eat one, at that point you might as well eat a second one. Get that $500,000 instead of the $250K.
There's no amount of money that's worth me living a subpar life because I ate a battery like an idiot.
I think I could get the doctors to pay some good doctors to get me back together.
Oh, I think I could have some good. Oh, I'll chop my arms and legs
Yeah, you
off
get the
for
money
$1
right
billion.
away, as soon as you
No, do we
swallow
have
it.
health insurance in this scenario?
Whatever you have right now.
I don't know if I feel
dude, I'm not-
confident
I'm
eating a
not
battery with
swallowing
my
a battery.
You
insurance.
get $250K check the second you swallow that battery.
Yeah, but then they're gonna turn around and be like, "That's how much it cost." No, I'm not eating any batteries.
So you eat 4 batteries then.
Nah.
You just eat a...
No, that's what I'm saying. The chances of you dying off of eating one battery is like pretty relatively high.
I feel like
Yeah.
there's got to be a cost-benefit analysis, though, where a certain
there's
number of
not.
batteries you
No.
eat becomes better.
No, it's not.
It just
'Cause you
does
can't
more
eat-
damage
at
faster.
At 6 batteries, it becomes better.
There's no way that's good for you at all. Like, there's no way.
No?
No.
Damn, I thought I was onto something with that. I thought you guys were going to be like 5, 6.
No. Dude, that would hurt so much to
Now I
eat.
look like a crazy person eating batteries. All right, what's the least amount of money you'd reach into a toilet for? We'll do clean first.
The
Clean
least
and dirty.
amount of
Is
Yeah.
it like in
money
a
to
bag?
reach into a clean
Is it
toilet.
like soaked money or is it like dry and shit and I can still
Both.
use it?
We'll do a clean toilet first. You know, $1 bill, $20 bill, 50. What are you grabbing out of the toilet?
I guess I just don't care about money enough to reach into shitville. I fucking it's
Clean toilet. Let's do that first.
A clean
Yeah.
toilet?
Would you reach into a clean toilet? $20 bill?
Yeah, I mean, how deep is it in there? Where is it in the toilet? Is it stuck up on the side?
It's just on the side. Tip it in the
no,
water.
No, I'm not touching that. That's gross.
No, you. What about you?
If it was like my own toilet, maybe. But if it was like a public toilet, I don't think I would ever reach in at all for any reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dirty toilet, zero chance. If it's my own toilet, maybe I would go for a clean 100.
Because I know my own dirty, you know, like.
Yeah.
To be fair, if it's your own toilet, it's also your own money.
Yeah.
So you're not really winning.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
You're kind of stopping yourself from losing.
This is true.
So it defeats the whole purpose. You have to be asking about a public toilet.
Yeah.
You know?
True. That's a good point.
No.
All right. If each spider paid 0.01% of your rent, how many spiders would you let live in your household?
Fucking a million, dude. I fucking love spiders.
That's so functional. We're about to get
Sign me
shit
up.
on with moths in a few weeks, right? When do the moths come? August? I feel like they come sooner than
Like
that.
I already have spiders in my house, and they're not paying me anything.
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
I
dude.
probably already do have spiders.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Every
you
single...
guys are
There's
getting paid for
spiders
this?
everywhere, man. There's spiders on every part of the world. They're the best thing.
Okay, yeah, so that if I have spiders that I already don't know about, then what's some more that I don't know about? Yeah, that's...
I know, but there's spiders in my closet that I keep.
You're keeping those ones. Those ones are cool.
I keep tarantulas, dude. I do.
Of course.
I love spiders.
Wait, you have tarantulas?
Yeah, but tarantulas aren't technically spiders, but that's, you know, they're arachnids.
Why aren't? Oh, I was gonna ask what they were, but that answers.
Well, the difference is there's megalomorphs and araneomorphs, and it's how their fangs move, their mouthpieces, their chelicerae.
Interesting. What do you think the scariest animal would be if it was like the size of a whale or an elephant? We'll go elephant.
Whale the size of an elephant and an elephant the size of a whale.
Yeah, you know, like giant spiders.
I would love that personally. I fucking
Giant geese would be a problem.
Geese.
Probably a
oh,
badger.
Fuck yeah.
Giant seagulls. I think
if there
birds
was
in general.
a 20-foot badger, it would tear you up. It would destroy
that
you.
too.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
like pelicans. I see they eat turtles or
Yeah.
like ducks. They just swallow them whole.
Yeah,
They'd be
a big
swallowing
bird
us.
would be bad, but birds they're easy to take down. They're hollow.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird that we eat birds and they don't eat us. And like,
Why is
I don't
that
know
weird,
if they,
dude?
huh?
Cows don't eat us.
Yeah, but that's different. They're cows.
How's that fucking different?
Because like geese are ferocious and they'll attack you.
Why are you racist towards animals?
I'm not racist. What? Wait, what?
Animal racism.
Beastiest? I don't know what that.
All right, what would be the scariest animal if it evolved to the Stone Age? Like, you know, it starts making spears, pickaxes, tools.
Man,
Man, yeah, it'd be scary.
look at what we've
I'm thinking
done
like
to this
turtles,
world.
you know? You don't know what a
What
turtle's
is it with
doing
you
in
and
that
turtles,
shell.
man? You're like
Yeah.
on this turtle thing.
Yeah, you don't know what they're doing in there.
If turtles had weapons, they would just use it so that they didn't get slaughtered from the like when they hatch to.
Oh, for the
If turtles had weapons, they would live in the sewer and they would have a rat that trains them.
Oh, you're right.
Horse.
Yeah,
and they would eat
And Megan
pizza.
Fox.
And they would love pizza.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Wait, what was the question again?
Scariest animal in the Stone
animals
Age?
with stone or with tools. Crocodiles would really be scary
How?
because they just like they can already fuck you up. So like if they can like use sticks and stuff, then you lose.
True, but like a crocodile with a gun, you know, you just zigzag. It can't zigzag. What's your guys' hometown scandal or like high school scandal? Like a story you and your guy, all the buds from high school would talk about if you get back together.
A scandal?
We might have to bleep it, but one of my teachers, like
This is where it always goes. God damn
it came out that like for I think it was like 40 years he had been abusing students. But he like got arrested walking into the school. He's like bad enough that he has his own Wikipedia page.
Oh.
Like that's
Oh,
like
damn.
yeah, that's the numbers he
That's
put
impressive. Yeah, he's putting up some
mean,
numbers there.
up. Yeah, impressive isn't the right word, but yeah.
You're right. That's not impressive, but no, that was impressive. He's got a Wikipedia page. He needs a Netflix documentary next.
I
That'd
mean,
be
let's
the
not
next
give him
level.
the attention.
Right, you're right.
Yeah, just kind of let him die in a
Yeah.
hole.
You got any good high school scores?
There's a cheerleader at our high school that like there's a video that came out of the cheerleading coach like pushing her legs down really hard and she's like screaming and crying and they like investigated it and yeah, I don't know. That's it. There's a lot of there's a bunch of rapes at my high school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a bad high
that's
school.
That's not very wholesome. Any
no,
good
it's
pranks?
not funny.
We averaged like a teacher
Pranks?
getting arrested
Yeah.
a year.
No, there's a kid that drunk drove and died on the like front of the school like Esplanade in front of East.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are you local or?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, okay, shit. I didn't know that.
East High School. It's a terrible place.
I feel like all of the local comics I know went to East High School.
Yeah.
Like JoJo. Did you know JoJo?
He was the head boy.
Really?
Yeah. Black Stallion, baby.
Man, everything I learn about JoJo, it's just like this, like it's like peeling an onion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's just sort of like I'm not
Smells
surprised.
the same too.
What's your favorite JoJo story?
My favorite. I mean, I've watched him try to rollerblade uphill so many times. It's so fun.
The last night of Wide Right, he had Aaron tackle him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He also DJ'd the closing party, and he did a really good job on
It was
that.
awesome, man.
It was one of those things where you could tell there were some people who wanted to be sad, and JoJo just kept playing bangers.
They're like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's
All right,
like
I'll
you can't
dance
cry to
one
this
more.
Kesha song.
Yeah.
Night that Wide Right closed, I didn't leave till close to like 4 a.m.
Yeah, same.
You know,
It was one of those things.
it was hard to leave. It was
It
tough.
really was.
What's the worst gift you've ever received? Like, to give you a second to think, for me, my grandma got me when I was little a 101 Dalmatian slipper as a gift. No, just a slipper, one slipper, because she thought it was a stuffed animal with a pocket. So she went into Target and they let her buy just the right slipper.
Oh wait, they didn't. They sold her just the
They
one.
just sold her just the one
That's not
slipper.
true. That's not her
Which
fault,
you're
man. That's not her
I
fault.
got it,
Dude,
and
they
I'm like,
saw her coming from a mile away.
I was like, God damn it.
But also, you can't. What are you gonna do with that other slipper? Hope another grandma comes in.
Yeah. They're like, it's okay, we'll do it again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like clothes that don't fit. What about you? You gotten anything bad?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to sound like all pretentious.
Yeah.
I feel good when people give me stuff. I didn't get a lot of more than one birthday when I was a kid where nobody showed up.
Oh, that's
like
alright.
zero people
Really?
birthdays, you know, like the sad fucking cartoon ass birthday where you're just sitting there with a party hat
With the
on.
one balloon that's
Yeah, it's
slowly
like
glowing.
deflating. So when people give me shit, man, I'm always so fucking happy. Like I
Yeah.
don't care what it is, it just makes me fucking happy. But I mean, if you gave me like a fucking Cybertruck, I would punch you. Like
Oh, that's yeah.
I would hate that, you know, or like I don't know. If you gave me like a chlamydia, you know, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no.
like that.
That'd be a pretty bad gift, too.
Yeah, I want to say that I'm not like ungrateful for the gifts because I also have like a close to Christmas birthday, so I didn't have like a lot of birthday parties. I would just get
They
like
doubled up.
You get the
yeah, it'd
double
be like
whammy.
me and my brother, so there was no favoritism, would get the same gifts, but then I would get one big thing to like compensate for like this is your birthday and your big Christmas.
When I was little, I used to do with my brother, like when our grandma would get us like gifts for Christmas or something, we'd get like a gift card or something, we'd open up and it'd be $20, and I'd be like, whoa, $25 gift card? And my brother and my mom were like, what? And my grandma was like, wait, did I do that? All right, would you rather have 3 arms and 1 leg, or 3 legs and 1 arm?
3 legs, 1 arm.
3 legs, 1 arm?
Yeah, because that's basically just me losing an arm. Hey-oh!
Ba-doom-ts.
Yeah, dude.
I'm taking the 3 arms. I feel like that's more useful.
How thick is the leg? Is it essentially like I just have like one? Does the leg fill the spaces where the 2 were?
It moves, yeah. It works with you, so you can walk with all 3. But you know,
No, I mean
it's a
like
little
the
convenient.
Well,
if I
Evan,
switch
there
to
you are.
one- If I switch to like one, it's not important. I don't care.
I'd go with the 3 arms because I feel like you can do more with that fashion wise. Like 3 legs is gonna be tough. You're never wearing jeans again.
You're right.
I don't know. You could
That's a
definitely
pain.
make something work.
Yeah,
Baggy
the arms,
hoodie.
that's just more useful. It's another arm to do stuff.
Exactly. Another arm to do stuff. Another arm to text while I'm driving.
Yeah, another hand to text and drive. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For this next one, guess what TV show has the most words per minute?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That ranks number 4. What's your guess? This is like a Family Feud style.
I guess I'll just go with South Park.
South Park lands, not on my list.
Shit.
I don't know.
Is it all shows like international or just American? Is it including
I believe it's American.
just
But
American?
that's, I lied. South Park is, no, I lied again. South Park's not on the list. Number 3 is Central Park. Number 2, Bob's Burgers. And number 1, Brooklyn Nine-Nine at 206 words per minute.
Oh, dude, 206 words of pure trash. Copaganda.
What show do you think is the least amount of words?
The least amount of words?
Better Call Saul. That show is all fucking montages.
That's number 12.
Really? I can't imagine anything having less words than that.
88 words per minute.
That does not surprise me.
The least amount of words.
I'll give you a hint. They're pretty much all Disney.
Oh, is it like animated stuff?
It's number 5, The Mandalorian. 4, Acolyte. 3, Obi-Wan. 2, Ashoka. Number 1, Boba Fett.
Never would have guessed
Just all
that.
Star Wars ones.
Never would have guessed that.
Who would have thought? All
Dex
right.
Track, they're kids
Yeah.
stuff.
Everybody always asks, what's your favorite movie? So what's your 4th or 5th favorite movie?
4th or 5th favorite movie. I gotta go with It Follows.
It Follows.
Yeah, it's a really solid like horror thriller flick. Amazing score, really good cinematography. It's a solid movie.
That's a good one. For me, I like the Now You See Me's. You know those magician robbers?
That's more of
It's
a
not
30th.
a great movie.
More of a 30th favorite movie.
The first one is number 4.
I mean, that's God. What are your top 3?
Yeah, what are your
That's
top 3? Let's hear your top
fu-
3.
Holy shit!
I don't have a list of really favorite
What
movies.
is it? Zombieland 1 and 2, and then
You just
Zombieland
put,
2
wait,
is
what was your
terrible.
number 4?
Now You See Me. I like
yeah,
Now You See
holy
Me a
shit.
lot.
What do you have above that?
I like Now You See Me a
Superbad.
lot. I like the first Deadpool. I think that one's
Okay.
pretty good. The first Ted.
Okay.
Then we should
That's
put that
actually
in there
pretty good
too.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
So Now You See Me is number 3.
Number 3.
Holy shit, dude.
They're making 2 more of them too, so I'm in luck.
Oh god.
It's gonna be a long year for you guys.
I really like The Prestige, that Christopher Nolan movie about the magicians that has David Bowie in it.
Oh, I know which one.
I feel like David Bowie went through the. Actually, I don't feel like it's true. He went through this period in like the early 2000s where he was just like low key in a bunch of movies, just killing it. And it was a really original premise. I really like either that one or Memento. I really like early Christopher Nolan.
What's that one movie where Edward Norton is pretending to be a retard so he can steal from the museum?
Night at the Museum.
No, he's like pretending to be.
Is that Leaves of Grass, the one where he plays multiple characters?
No, it's Edward Norton, and he's like, I forget who else is in the movie, but he's like pretending to be special needs and working at this like art museum so that he can steal from. It's not the Hulk, man.
Oh, Fight Club.
I believe it.
American History X.
American History
Yeah,
X, that's the one.
Last question here for the podcast. Would you rather come downstairs and your dog says to you in a perfectly human voice, nobody's going to believe you? Or you come downstairs and your dog's sitting at the kitchen table eating a bowl of cereal and milk with a spoon, like perfectly fine, like a human?
Fucking words don't cost me nothing. Don't touch my cereal, man. I've bought you food.
You got your own shit. What are you doing eating mine?
Use your opposable thumbs to pour yourself a bowl of kibble, man.
Come on, man.
Keep the Cocoa Puffs alone.
Yeah, that would piss me off because I would have a lot more questions seeing that.
Yeah, I would assume that he ate other meals.
Because I'd be like, what the hell is going? But you go and you say that, and I'm like, all right, so I'm like I'm losing my mind, you know, like. But that one, it's like, how many times has this happened? And then like, what? How did you do it? Too, you know, how did you accomplish this?
Yeah. Is the talking dog scary to you or just normal?
No, man.
Me and my co-host Kurt always have a heated debate on that. He thinks it's scary, the dog being like, no one's going to believe you. But I think it's kind of cute. I'd be like, oh, hell yeah.
It'd be weird. It just brings up some like deeper like philosophies of like what's happening in the universe, and I think that's the scary part in and of itself. Like, no, not really. A dog talking
You
to
got
me.
deep on that one.
Well, it's like the part that's scary is like, okay, well, like God is real or something, or like, and He's abandoned us. Like that's that's what I'm gonna be thinking about.
That's what you would think if you saw a talking dog.
Dude, I'm not gonna be like, oh, the dog is gonna kill me. I'm gonna be like, all right, the dog can talk, which means that there's like the world is not as we see it, which means everything that we think is wrong.
Yeah, okay.
You know, or not provable. Like it's not provable.
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of, you know, it would fuck with you if you looked outside and you saw a big octopus in the sky. It would change everything.
That
right?
would change the game.
You know.
Yeah, that would definitely, yeah. I think I was having an acid flashback.
And if they found it on a telescope and it was like a million light years away, that would still change everything.
Through the telescope, they see a dog eating cereal.
Yeah,
Some
you know.
milk on the moon.
Yeah.
They're like, we got discovery.
If the dog was eating my food, like if it had prepared my food, I'd be like, all right, so now you're paying rent. Like now you're contributing. You're doing something.
You got to
You got to
chip
get a
in more.
job, man.
Yeah.
We got to solve some mysteries.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, a talking dog, I would just like get a van,
Oh,
lean into it,
that's
try
a
and
good
solve
question,
mysteries.
dude. Is it what you said, like a perfectly normal voice? Okay, I want my dog to talk like Scooby Doo.
All right, yeah, that would be cute.
Oh wait, yeah. Does a dog have an accent or anything?
That would be funny. He has a Boston accent. How about that?
No, dude, I don't want a racist dog, man. I'm good.
No, the accent's based off what the dog looks like.
This is
Boston Terrier, Boston.
This is something we would always talk about in college, like when we got really stoned or something. But like, how weird would it be if you pulled into a parking garage and you like turned into a spot and you just saw like a group of dogs like sitting in a circle waiting, like not all golden retrievers, like an eclectic breed of dogs, you know what I mean? And they're all just kind of sitting there like they were talking, and then they turn to you and you'd be like, what the fuck did I interrupt?
Oh, shit.
Also, if my dog could talk, I would try and like, I don't know, I feel like you can poker, you know what I mean? Like you can definitely cheat at something with that. Like you can do something with that.
All right, here's another good one.
Like functionally that could work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, here's
I don't know
another
why I
good
went to
talking
cheating at
dog
poker.
question, too. Would you rather have a pet talking dog? Any talking dog you want, your own dog can talk? Or you can have a pet Pokemon of your choice, but you have to hide it from the government. Like the government's coming for it.
I'm hanging out and I'm smoking blunts with Scrappy Doo. That's what's
yeah,
happening, dude.
I don't know if I want to like spend my life running from the
On
government
the
because
run
of some
with
rat.
Pikachu.
Yeah, what if it accidentally electrocutes me?
You're right.
Yeah.
I guess if the Pokemon I picked was like Mewtwo,
Okay, yeah.
You're like,
then
I'll just
that's
pick-
already his existence.
Articuno or Charizard or something that can fly.
Or like Entei or whatever his name is, the lion guy from the third movie.
Oh, I stopped
Well,
after.
Yeah, it's too far for me.
He's rat, just like a powerful one. I feel like you'd be fine.
I'd want
You
one that
know.
could fly.
Yeah, did you guys ever play Pokemon Go? Were you big on that?
No,
I did up until I realized that it was like not what I thought it was. If it had just been like a normal, regular Pokemon game released for like the iPhone, I would have been all about it.
Yeah,
but it's
that
like,
would've
I'm
been
not
cool.
like going outside in the summer and doing this shit. Like,
Yeah. One time I was at a party and I was out front. These people were going for a walk to smoke, and I was like, I'll come with. Like we're playing Pokemon Go, and I was trying to walk with them. They kept walking really fast, and then I stopped for a second. They darted off. Turns out they raided the medicine cabinets, and I'm just over here like, let's play Pokemon, guys.
oh
And
man,
they're just trying to get away from me.
I know someone who did that at parties in college, and they like stole a bunch of pills, and you know they just took them thinking that they were like Xanax or something. They're like, oh, this is really normal. Like I feel really good, and they kind of like nonchalantly asked their friend or like the person they knew. You know, a few weeks later, they're like, hey, like, you know, someone took your drugs. What were they? They're like, oh, those were antidepressants, and that's how they found out that they were like in need of those. They're like, oh, this really leveled me out in a way that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all for this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers on YouTube. So check us out. Tell them where to find you guys. This episode drops next week. Anything else you'd like to promote?
My Instagram is at StopItAmeen. My Venmo is Ameezus15. You know, yeah, send me whatever on whichever platform. And then I run a open mic at Long Table most Mondays. Oh, that's the Bozo Dojo at the Bozo Dojo. Yeah, it's fun to say.
Nate Malouf.
Hell yeah. Subscribe. Doo-doo-doo.